It's the entertainer, the interview with Dino Baza, We Music Intertwined podcast. Regarding all artists, the biggest label, the biggest game changer at We Music Intertwined podcast. I'm with
motherfucking PIPBOY.
Alright, brother. I'm so glad over here to have you.
Man.
And it's been a while since I've seen you, man.
Of course, man. Hey, last time, I ain't gonna lie, the last interview I did, I was faded as fuck, bro. This is the only reason why I wanted to do this interview again, too, is because I wanted to sober mind, I wanted to collect my thoughts. Last time I was talking over everybody, that shit was OD, but...
It's all good, man. I'll be glad to hear any stories from you, so feel free to rave on, sharing any stories with you.
For sure.
How has it been this past few days since your past interview?
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I did a lot of thinking when I did my last interview, and I was thinking, I said what I wanted to say, and I said my general idea of what I want to spread and what my message is, but I didn't feel like my delivery was right, so that's why I hit you again. I said, hey, let's get another interview going, man. But yeah, bro, I don't know. I feel like I got a lot of valuable information to share. You know, I feel like I speak different things than other artists. You know, like I don't say the same things that other people say.
Big thing, brother.
You know what I'm saying? So
getting controversial over here this city.
Exactly, bro. You know, and I feel like I gotta speak on these certain things because it's not being, you know, shown in the light. You know, like a lot of artists in these cities, they'll represent, like, I don't know if you've seen. And I don't hate, you know, I don't hate on these artists. I'm very caring when it comes to it because we all have the same dream, right? But I feel like a lot of artists, they're just promoting the wrong thing, right? They're not trying to help their city out. They're not trying to help their people out, right? Like I'm very how do I put it?
I could get what you mean. Like myself, as an artist, I came from different background, I would say, and doing music over here, I've been doing a lot of genres. And one thing that I'm really trying to push into record some music or to perform music in the city, it'll be some GMC rock music.
Okay.
But I don't know how long I could stick around here.
It's different, bro. It's different for sure. You know what? Honestly, that's how I like. When I first started on music, I tell everybody this. Like when you first start out, you're gonna obviously have everybody that's not gonna fuck with it, right? Like you're gonna have your specific genre, right? And it takes a while to also find your voice. You know what I mean? Like it takes a while to actually hear yourself, and because it takes the confidence. Like music takes a lot of confidence, bro. So it's like you gotta have that swag on you. You gotta have that confidence. Like, you know, even if people make fun of it, right?
Also accept your voice.
You have to be very accepting of yourself to really, you know, do music in the entertainment industry.
So. Can I ask you? So, what was your first procedures into recording your music or also singing around to realize that you're an artist?
So what this was about, I can't remember. I think it was like 2 years ago, or roughly 2 years ago, is when I actually started rapping and singing and teaching myself how to use my voice.
Did you take any like lessons?
No, bro. I just taught myself. It's all self-taught. Like I first started out actually because I didn't have no access to a studio. I didn't have no mic or nothing. And I didn't even know how to use the music apps on my phone. Right? Like I had a rough, you know what I mean, like thought of it, but I didn't really know how to use it. So all I would do was I would write in my notes, like, you know how everybody starts out, you'd write a rap, you know, whatever, and you'd write down, and then what I would do is I record myself rapping it from my Snapchat, and then I'd post it on my Snapchat. And at first I was getting, at first I was getting like a little bit of love, you know, I got like 3 people that swiped up, like, yo, this is fire, but at the same time, it's like, to where I feel like I am now, where I'm established myself, obviously is way better than the music I made before. But, you know, everybody starts somewhere, and yeah, that's what I was pretty much doing, bro.
How did you find yourself to be vulnerable with music or doing music?
You know, it was very rough. It was honestly rough at first because I felt like I was putting on like kind of like a mask, a persona, right? Like I was trying to, because my first song that I ever dropped was a drill track, right? So it had that energy in it, you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't say demonic, but it was more of like the shit I rapped about in it was more, you know what I mean, like evil, or you know what I'm saying?
But I heard your music, but it's dark. You know, there's a lot of youngsters listening to nowadays.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and honestly, that's what my thought process was when I first started music.
I would say it takes a long time, and anybody has their own ego that they need to relive.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't speak about what hurts you, you're not going to talk about sweet things that you want, you know.
And I also feel like when I speak during my music, I feel like I speak about things that nobody really else talks about, you know. Like I speak about a lot of addiction. I speak about a lot of you know, because personally, and I'll get personally, because you know this is an interview, so I gotta let people know what my life is really like. I have a sister, and she's you know, she was a heavy addict, right? So she was addicted to drugs heavy, and she ended up dying, right, and coming back. So the ambulance resuscitated her, right? So her heart stopped, but somehow she came back to life, right? So it gave me a thought, and this is also comes with the motivation, right? Like it comes with you know, let me think. It comes with giving that hope, you know, because she you know, like when somebody dies, you just expect it to be done, right?
Yes.
But she came back, so that gave me thought. There's really is purpose, right? Everybody, each and every soul, everybody watching this, everybody, you know what I mean? Everybody has a purpose, and everybody's loved, you know. Everybody's human. So that's how I like to treat people. Is I like to treat them like other humans. Just be like, I know by the way I dress, by the way I look, the tattoos I have, the shit I rap about. I am a very caring person, and you know, I really do care about my fans and people who do support me. So
I would say the outer body of yourself doesn't describe who you are really inside.
exactly, bro. Exactly. You know.
I would say, you know, it's fantastic to not only not fantastic, but it's love to give mentor to people or uplift people. Speaking about your sister,
Yeah.
that, you know, she used to do drugs and
Yeah.
she almost leaned on herself.
Yeah.
You know. May I say, how did you, how did she accept your encouragement from?
She actually listens. Yeah, she actually listened to my music, and she cried, right? Cause it was one song that I have is called "Do It For You." It's about her, right? And you know, cause at the time I generally thought she was dead. Like I generally didn't, cause I hadn't heard from her in how long, right? I generally thought she was gone. So I like when I wrote that, I put a lot into it, where it was like true lyrics. It wasn't just me speaking bullshit, right? Like. That's one thing about me is my music revolves around my life. My music revolves around what I'm going through in the moment or how I'm feeling in the moment, you know. And she told me she heard it and she cried, which, you know, like it means something to me, right? Because that means my lyrics are helping people. My lyrics are touching people, right? So, yeah. And but yeah, like my music really revolves around that situation, right? Like it doesn't revolve all around that, but it's a very big encouragement to when I write about how I feel, right? I speak about it a lot because it's not spoken about, right? Everybody loves to rap about, you know, like money, girls, whatever, right? But that's like, I know that's everybody likes to flex nowadays, but it's like nobody's real, nobody's real no more, you know? Like nobody knows how to speak, you know, and nobody knows how to actually explain themselves on like and be a poet, you know. Me, I'm a poet. I like to write, and I like to think about what I'm saying, you know what I mean, in a lot of my songs. So, you know, I feel like not many people got that now. Everybody just relies off, you know, I'm not gonna say auto-tune, because, you know, I use a little bit of auto-tune, but I don't use too much. But it's like a lot of people rely off just spitting nothing and just hoping on the melodies. But no, I like to speak a lot of, you know, real shit and help people out, you know. So
that's beautiful. You know, I would say like an artist like Justin Bieber, you know, it's very beautiful to see.
Yeah.
Very talented.
Exactly, yeah.
His music does bring hope and inspiration.
You get that vibe, you know, like you get that, like, especially from a lot of artists, like, which artist can I shout out right now? There's not much I can think, like, that have, like, a positive impact on, like, music, like, how I'm doing it, like, this is not me being egotistical at all. I just feel like I'm the only one doing it in the city, like, where meaning I'm the only one speaking about vulnerable shit, you know, because everybody's too afraid to, right? Nobody wants to speak and be vulnerable because they're afraid of looking weak. To speak and be vulnerable means you are mentally tough enough to actually state what you're really feeling, because everybody feels, right? No matter how the biggest gangster you are, bro, everybody feels, you know, like. So.
I listened to your music, even listened to them before, like.
Yeah.
And I felt that you've been around here for a while, and you know very much about what's going on. And it's a very good thing that you're speaking out.
For sure, and yeah, you know, like I mean, I never would have thought at first when I started music, like I know it sounds like cliche as fuck, like every artist says it's like, oh, when I started, I didn't think I'd go this place, but honestly, I had a dream, and you know, I had something. I always felt this way, like. I know a lot of people can relate. I always felt this way. I knew I could be something. I knew I wasn't gonna work a 9 to 5 my whole life. I knew, and I may not be at the point I want to be right now, But I know damn well for sure I'm gonna keep grinding. My work ethic is gonna be insane with this. I feel like I have one of the best work ethics for music in the city. Right now I have like 17 unreleased songs, bro. Waiting to do music videos for everything. I'm just racking it up, right? But I'm working as hard as I can because I know it's gonna carry on, and I want a legacy for my family. I want a legacy for my kids in the future. You know what I mean? I want to be that person. I want to be the king of my generation. You know, which means I want to carry my generational wealth into my other generations. You know what I mean? I want to set my family up, and then I want to help my city out. I want to help my indigenous people. I want to help my Mexican people. I want to help everybody, right? I want to be humanitarian. That's what I'm working towards.
There's nothing better than uplifting yourself and also going forward to heal everybody.
Exactly, bro.